Young man from Strathbogie downfield. It's well positioned and missed by McRae, picked up by Fairley. Out wide it comes and back to McRae is brilliant. McRae a long way out, a brilliant pass. That's the second time he found McCann. 60 degrees. Kicks it high and kicks it long, and it looked a very good kick. It's through and they've taken the lead.
Well, 3 goals in 7 minutes. Swans 68. North Melbourne 66. Right. Thrip in a hurry to full forward. Kappa sets himself, but he's well boxed out from behind. Shepherded from behind is the ruling. The ball not within 5 metres is what the umpire is saying. Agree with that too. Kappa 20 metres out perhaps. No angle to speak of. Splits the middle. Gets his 6th. And the Swans get to a 7-point lead.
Well, they would have had a jump ball then.
In comes Johnny Mossop and Ironmonger, and I repeat again how well Mossop done. Greg Williams, cool, calm, collected and absolutely magnificent. Well, they say a good tennis player, a good golfer, a good anything's got lots of time, Kevin. That was showing Williams so cool. Another illustration of the amazing quickness of Hawke when he gets the ball with his hand passing. Here he comes again, breaks through, clever to Williams. Williams another goal. And Hawke, that was beautiful. A couple of superb hand passes in the last exchange.
The quarter halfway gone. North started it with 3 goals in the first 7 minutes. The Swans kicked 3 in the next 8. And we have status quo as Ironmonger kicks to half forward for the Swans. There's Hawke again, dragged unmercifully high. It's Filand, in fact, and a free kick. What a moment for him. Second kick in league football. Short approach. Good kick. He's done it. And I'd say it feels pretty good. And don't his teammates too, and they let him know it. Second kick in league football for Michael Filand is a goal, and he gives the Swans a 25-point lead.
Who's kicked the ball beautifully, tries to find Fairley this time. Carroll up above him, should have held that one. Steve McCann gets away from Henwood, running all the way away from goal, hooks it back. Underneath it, the punches Healy's. Wide out it goes, down from Henwood, down from Holden to Henwood. Back it goes, down to centre wing position this time. 2-1 against there, and here comes Ackley. Ackley steadies and kicks long. McDonald, no, it was Fairley behind. And has fulfilled the position that Tom Hayfie'd love to have, a good centre-half forward. And off he goes and puts it through. And it's been a rapid-fire goal quarter. That's his third.
Still down by 19 points at the 18-minute mark. An important 10 or 12 minutes left in this quarter. Williams, Healy to half forward. Hawke almost. Filand there to support with courage again. Graham Cordy, well tackled. Hawke, my word, it's no holds barred now. Thrip dispossessed. McCann now on the ball. Back to the centre line. McRae front position. Well done, Larkin. Arsiri now from behind the wing. Oh, not great delivery, but not well played by German, who tended to hang back and let Neil Cordy steal front position and take the mark.
Neil Cordy has a magnificent physique and tons of talent for that half-back flank. He should really be a star there. He has played well too. McCann in front, and McCann, one of the strongest marks you'll see, with Ironmonger trying to punch it away, was unsuccessful. Steve McCann, who's number 2 in the veteran stakes, but he's got a long way to go still, and he gallops off and sends it very long downfield. Cordy, a lovely leap and should have held it. Jim Cracker comes through the pack, looks for a hand pass, does it to Mossop. Mossop shoots for goal, and it is raining goals. Big John kicks a good one. Well, it's a Geelong player.
And Harris has moved up to the centre-half forward line at the moment.
Fairley, big left foot snap. Oh, it's a good attempt. Where will it go? What a beauty. It's okay. 4 points to North Melbourne, 4 goals to Ian Fairley. But those excess ones are all behinds as Browning kicks to half-back. From behind, Phil Cracker. Larkin at ground level. To full forward. Nothing there for North. Browning front position. Arsiri the scout. Open goal Love. And scores are level at the 23-minute mark. Second goal to Jason Love. Both of them in this term. And what a quarter it's been. North Melbourne have kicked 7 goals, 1. And the Swans have kicked 4-2. Copious possessions to Steele today from the wing. He kicks to half forward. Harris the leaper, but the man with judgment was Dennis Carroll. On the half-back line for the Swans. In time on by a minute in this term. Now 15 metres, so the ball will come back. It won't be relayed to Hawke, even though he'd like it to be. He has to relay it back to Carroll, who is virtually on the centre line as he kicks. And he kicks long through half forward. Here comes Kappa. Didn't quite get into position in time. Big thump John Law was effective, but might come unstuck yet. Neagle from 50 metres. Bad kick. Kappa again there. At ground level. Morwood. Did it trickle? Yes, it did. Tony Morwood gets his third. At the 26.5-minute mark, again the Swans draw to the front by 1 straight kick.
Trip to Williams. Filan shows lots of courage. Picked up by Graham Cordy. Ackley gets a bounce. Awkward one. Still got lots of time to give it across to Crocker. Crocker pursued by Kappa and loses the run of it badly and gives Morwood the chance. Well played, Kappa. Hand pass comes to Hawke. Look out, you're caught. Dodges and he's caught with a good tackle. Hooks it back and it's past Law. It is past him and through. Well, it must have been just a fingernail away for John Law, and bad luck for North Melbourne, but it all started when Darren Crocker fumbled when he was miles away from his opponent Kappa. Passmore in front, punched away well by Neil Cordy. Harrison Healy got there beautifully. Now Passmore, tackled, gets it nicely to the danger man. Here comes Phil Cracker, sends it long to looking for Mossop. Carter and Mossop a strength duel. Mossop almost won it, did win it. So near the South Australian border, and what a fine kick it was too. It has been an extraordinary quarter.
And he knows how to run. Into trouble. Carroll from the centre line to half forward. Morwood in front. Kappa finishes up on the seat of his pants. Free kick to North Melbourne for a high tackle to John Mossop, who kicked a goal down at the other end a few moments ago. Off to Smith.
Mossop's been a fine player all day. Matthew Larkin in great position. Tackled by Bolton. Long one out towards Demetrio and Steele. Steele picks up and drives him into attack again. And Cracker in front. Well done, Philip. Really came into that ball so nicely.
Jim.
It's Jim it is. Phil wouldn't mind which one it was. And Jim Cracker is within kicking range. Short. Easily done too to the man who can kick the ball so well, in Peter German.
He's not really any closer. Jim was well back from the man on the mark as he kicked.
I think he's a fraction closer, and I think it'd be in better hands. The man who can kick it further, and the man who can kick it very straight, and that's exactly what he does.
A couple of late goals from the Roos saw them reduce the margin to just 1 point at the final change of their round 10 1987 clash with the Swans. The stage was set for a gripping final term, and we pick up play 1.5 minutes in.
In comes Ironmonger and Mossop chooses to run with it. Out it comes and it's shot for goal. Mitchell. And Mitchell, I was going to say a three-quarter time, Kev, must have been off the ground, I think, in that third quarter, because I don't think I saw him the whole of the quarter.
Well, he wasn't off the ground, Doug, but certainly he didn't feature in any passage in the play. He just didn't get a kick.
In there burrowing and ferreting and fighting. Here's the head out, 40 to North Melbourne, and here's another one, bout to Larkin. Larkin's kick is high towards the boundary line. Neagle, wonderful courage, wonderful speed, fine mark, and off goes the Dynamo and sends it long downfield. It's all North Melbourne. John Mossop takes another one.
And hasn't he had a good day? A couple of very good goals, and he's really trounced Ironmonger in the ruck. Up to half forward. Williams, well done despite the tackle. Brilliant hand pass to right. Quiet today, kicks long. Here's Kappa in great shape. 40 metres out. Lovely kick. 7 to Kappa. Tremendous performance at full forward. And the Swans getting a flyer in this last quarter. 2 goals in 4 minutes to lead by 13 points. Who you barrack for?
Well, I wasn't barrack.
points the margin. The Swans doing all the attacking as Ross Smith favours the members' side. Swans have the men at ground level. Williams brilliantly. Hawk, Healy, 30 metres, straight as a die. And the Swans on the rampage. 3 goals in 7 minutes. A 1-point three-quarter time lead becomes 20.
Cheering from the crowd, signifying he'd missed it.
Actually, I've seen Harris play a few times on the forward line, and he always looks a bit dangerous to me. He can take a good mark, and he's usually a pretty good kick, so I think it could be a good move.
Browning kicked the most superb kick out wide, taken by Carter. Carter wants to play. I'm not sure what to do about it, so kicks it long. Healy always a target. McCann playing pretty well in this final quarter. Taken away. Nice long one out, and here is an opportunity once again. It's Fyland, is it? Downfield it goes and shoots and does it well. What a magnificent kick. That's his second. And Michael Fyland will get a great thrill out of that one because the angle was extremely acute. But they're certainly doing all the attacking. Up to date. A magnificent last quarter in the first 14 minutes for the Swans. Mossop has been undefeated. He's reigned supreme. Williams in the thick of things. Looks, can't find anyone to give it to. Ackley pushes away from him. Back it comes to Passmore. Awkward bounce there for Smith. Tackled by Morwood. Gets a long hand pass cleverly to Larkin. A very constructive player, brilliantly to German.
McDonald it was who got it off to Demetrio. Fairley just forward of the wing. Demetrio looking for the hand pass, but Fairley goes all the way himself up to Harris at full forward. Jostling. Right scouts as the ball comes loose. Phil Cracker supported by brother Jim. Great delivery, Jim Cracker. And fine mark, Love. He kicks well. And the margin back to 20 at the 16-minute mark.
Goal out of the centre here would certainly bring North Melbourne back into this game.
Tom Hapey not happy with Mitchell, taking him off the ground. Here comes Jimmy, here comes Phil Cracker out wide. It's lovely football and this man's played well. Love then shoots for goal and kicks his fourth.
Yep.
Rear dancer from the centre. And what a long driving kick and what a magnificent time Jason Love has had. That's his fourth goal.
So 14 points the difference. 17 minutes gone in the quarter. And North fighting back as the Long Johns, Ironmonger and Mossop clash again. Henwood boots the Swans into attack. Thripp forced to go the spoil. Steele the scout. Great smother by the Swans. Fyland threw that out with one hand. Should have been a free kick to North Melbourne. Instead, Holden goes goalward and kicks a goal. And once again, the Swans lead by 20 points, but I think they are very lucky.
I agree, Tim.
Anyone's game.
Once again, the Diesel sets up another one. He's quite an extraordinary player. Mossop, great play out towards Bolton. Kicked away. Larkin's always Mossop's target. Picked up by Browning. In lots of trouble, but a good hand pass this time to Neil Cordy. Out to Steve Wright, running with the flight of the ball. On half-back flank, and wisely decides to take his time. Kicks it down towards centre wing position. Thripp in front almost took a good one. Steele playing a great second half. In a flash out, short one from German. Chance for a long one. Back it comes to McRae. McRae will steady again, shoot for goal, hooks it and puts it straight through.
Yes.
Well played.
We've had a caller in Melbourne let us know that in fact he comes from Rosebud, but the family moved up to Queensland.
From Sandgate, he came to play with North Melbourne.
Law on the half-back line. Kicks the ball back to the centre line to Larkin, who's found some space. 19 and a half minutes gone. 14 points in it. Nicely done, Larkin inside to Steele, who's been a great player. Harris in the middle. Couldn't quite grab it. Jim Cracker. Now Love for number 5. What a kick. What a goal. What a contest. 20 minutes gone and the Kangaroos back to within 8 points, and Jason Love has kicked 5 goals in the second half. About 8 minutes of play left in the game, and the Kangaroos certainly not out of the contest.
Good spoil by Neil Cordy. That time Larkin tried to do it all himself but didn't quite get away with it. Umpire says he'll bounce it again. In a fascinating battle in the centre of the ground, Larkin has not really tried to stick with Williams, which many times has proved catastrophic, but the other times he's got the ball himself so well and used it so well, it's been even Steven. Here's Williams. Williams downfield and Mossop and Ironmonger. Ironmonger can't, Mossop can't mark it. Phil Cracker out to Demetrio. Demetrio sends for goal. Crocker, great mark. Great mark. Tremendous skills, number 27.
One of the few times that Cordy has been outpointed today. Neil Cordy's been a very good defender along with Henwood. This is a top mark by Darren Crocker.
Yes, Neil Cordy, as I mentioned earlier, has really got a magnificent physique for half-back flanker. And Darren Crocker's got a super physique to be playing on a half-forward flank because he can hold a key position. Kicks for goal. And the match is really alive now. It's 133 North Melbourne to 135 Sydney Swans. 2 points the difference. And 23 minutes and 26 seconds have gone in the final term.
Running with the flight of the ball, it's always a difficult one to take, and Phil Cracker's been moved up onto the centre wing and he's played a good last quarter, and Jimmy has also continued to lift his form since that opening first quarter. We said a few moments ago it was anyone's game. Well, I suppose no truer words were ever spoken, Tim.
2 points the margin as the Ruckman share the honours. And finally, Neagle wins the honours out of the centre. Up to half forward, Hawke versus Steele. Steele has been superb. The mark has not been paid. Graham Cordy met by Larkin. Steele, great hand pass. Demetrio, well tackled. Or was he? He wasn't, and gets a free kick against Healy. And Demetrio puts North into attack. They're 2 points down. Larkin in front of Holden. Tremendous mark in front, with Phil Cracker crashing into them from behind. And Larkin is about 80 metres from goal and will put North deep into attack.
Goes for a long one, looking for the flying Harris. In front was Crocker. Here comes Jim Cracker. And is picked up there by Love. He's flattened. They rode him into the ground. And the free kick will go to North Melbourne. And I think those North Melbourne supporters are fairly excited about all of this, and rightly so. And Jason Love, this will be the match of his lifetime if he gets
What about the roving here of Jimmy Cracker? Look at this off the back. He was just couldn't quite get through. It was a great tackle.
Yes, he caught it all, Captain.
Oh, it was fantastic anticipation.
Here comes Love now to kick his 6th goal in the second half and to put North Melbourne in front at the 25-minute mark. Did he hook it?
No, it was a goal.
He got it. What an extraordinary performance.
6 goals in a half of football to Jason Love, and North Melbourne in front by 4 points. They haven't been in front too often today, but 25 seconds into time on, they've snatched the lead. Now, some people might ask, why wasn't Jimmy Cracker penalised for holding the ball? Because he tried to barge through. I'd say the answer is that the ball was jolted out of his hands by the tackle.
4 goals to Jason Love in this final term. 2 in the third quarter.
In time on by 3/4 of a minute. The Swans headed for defeat number 3 on end as the Kangaroos through Steele again are into attack. Jim Cracker. Neagle. Browning from half-back. Scrubby kick to the centre line. Steele again, he's everywhere. Demetrio. Crocker. Within range, he can have a shot. No need to play on there. He'll kick from 45 metres out. And beyond the 26-minute mark, a goal would make it very difficult for the Swans to win this. Tremendous revival from North Melbourne. Crocker a share in it already with 1 goal. And now for number 2. He has done it. And the Kangaroos have played a withering second half of this last quarter. And they lead by 10 points, approaching the 27-minute mark.
Well, it's going to be tough now for the Swans to come back because the Kangaroos have their tails up and they're playing far better football. Terrific play by Jason Love, who's been an outstanding player this quarter. Steele's been superb across the half-back line. Crocker, 2 goals this quarter. And the good players continue from Mossop and Smith.
And downfield it goes once again. Kappa from behind. That was an unbelievable catch. Over the top he went, sat on his shoulders and takes the mark of the match and quickly kicks it down looking for Tony Morwood. And in front was Ackley with a wonderful telling mark. And Ackley, who's played so well for the Swans in yesteryear, now for North Melbourne, saves a very difficult one for them. Out wide it goes once again.
And a great attempt by Farland. It comes to Cordy. Now Crocker. Big effort in this last quarter from him after a quietish day. McDonald, Phil Cracker to the wing, and it's all North there. German, if he can get there in time. Healy starting to bear down, does it well. And forces a throw in as Tommy bites back the frustration at the 28-minute mark. His side really looking down the barrel.
I was going to say to you, Kev, look at Tom, your old mate there. He's not looking too happy. Henwood goes up for a big one, unsuccessful. Driven downfield once again. Out comes Carter. Can't hold it. Punch past him. Follows on to Rob. Goes again. Loses it, but takes the free kick, and my word, he's been a very strong, safe and dependable defender, but they've got to move it very, very quickly now. Up goes Filan, punched away there by Cordy. Ironmonger, a quick one, but it's in danger to Hawke. Hawke gets it out wide, looking there for Thrip. Thrip is shepherded. Trips left, pushes it downfield, but into the crowd, and I think it's too late. Too late for the Swans as Ackley takes the free.
I'm certain it's too late, Doug. It's been a fantastic last 15 minutes by North Melbourne. They've just been ferocious.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes left, 2 goals would snatch it, but suddenly the Swans look tired and North look confident and full of running. Holden, well done to Neagle. Well done, Neagle, great stuff. Pumps them into attack to Kappa again, another big leap. Mossop, Law, great tackling. Kappa, Morwood, great smothering now. Cordy, Graham, high and home. No, hit the post. I think it hit the post, and behind is the result. It was almost there.
I think it may have just grazed it, Tim.
And Steve McCann has taken it. Take breath. It's been an extraordinary second half of football. Stephen McCann sends it very long out looking for Mossop, who's been a winner. Mossop over the back. Here's another brilliant player in Healy. Healy, a perfect pass to Morwood. Ooh, Morwood did his best to flung that too. And Tony Morwood could kick it. Gets past the man the mark. 2 against him now. Kicks it poorly. Kappa past Moore and McCann. McCann out wide. Stephen Wright comes through strongly. It's shot off the ground and McCann comes in. Passmore with the ball. It's out of bounds. Well, there was a chance again there, but this could be it.
Tony Morwood must have felt he was just out of range, even though the man on the mark was at about 45 metres. Holden. Well done, Phil Cracker. Out of bounds, no score, and every North man really rallying to this cause at the moment. They're playing an inspired last quarter after the Swans kicked away early in the term and looked to have their name on it. 30 and a half minutes gone. The Swans need 2 goals to snatch it. But North jamming it up, and away goes Larkin around the boundary line. Great pace from Larkin and tremendous poise, and then just grubs the kick brilliantly to the line. And there it is. A great victory to the Kangaroos. I don't think they come much better than that, as they were on the carpet a number of times during the day but refused to concede. And finally at the death knock, grabbing the lead and winning the match by 9.